All right, guys, here we go. 12 gauge upper receiver for the AR10 platform. Let's rock and roll. All right, here we go, guys. First out, we have this little muzzle thread protector. Kind of looks sort of plain. This is what came on it. I took that off right away and I put on the muzzle brake that comes with it. That looks much better. Comes with this tool. I'm not sure yet what this is for. I presume this is for the gas system or maybe the recoil system underneath the handguard there, but I'm not sure. It looks like two different sizes. We'll have to dig into that a little bit later. But this little tool here, this actually does not come with this kit. I got this with some drum magazines that I bought, but this is super handy. If you guys get a chance to get those drum magazines, I'll have another video on it. This helps you so much in loading these rounds, so that's super cool. And then it comes with 3 chokes. It comes with the tool to remove and install the chokes, and it already has what they call the improved choke in there. So it's already got the 1 choke in there, and then it's got the 2 others. You can take them out and that kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. And then obviously the magazines, kind of the heart and soul of the upper. We need to feed these rounds in there. Pretty basic looking magazine. It is steel. It's pretty heavy duty. Like, it feels very sturdy, very solid in the hands. Kind of cheap looking, but honestly, for a 12 gauge magazine, I don't really need much. This thing looks like it's going to fill the role, which is feed the rounds without, fail. So all in all, I had no issues with the magazines. I will point out that 2 come with the kit. I bought 2 extra. That's why you see 4 here. And then the upper, of course. All in all, this upper, guys, the machining is fantastic on this thing. I've been really impressed so far with it. Let's pull the bolt carrier group and the charging handle out and take a look. Charging handle is one of those thicker charging handles, right? You kind of need that for this huge chunk of reciprocating mass that you have here. It is a spring-loaded bolt head on there. And I will say this thing actions so smoothly and so easily. Like, the machining on here is great. Looking at it, all the finishes are, I don't want to say flawless because it is a Turkish gun, but it's very well done. Compared to the 410 AR upper, this thing looks like a Ferrari compared to that 410 AR upper, which looks like a Ford Pinto. But yeah, super impressed with this so far. Huge bolt, like this bolt carrier group is enormous. I wonder how much it weighs, but this is a giant chunk of bolt carrier group. The only thing I don't like is I don't like when they put a roll pin in for the firing pin, but I guess with the spring-loaded pin, you have to do that. Again, really good machining. This thing was so slick that I had to put these little grip pads on because my hand was just sliding back and forth on it. So I had to put the grip pads on. And this is kind of interesting. I noticed this. Let's take a look at this here. So I'm wondering what this is. I look in here, I realize this is the ejector. There's a steel pin on a spring. They modified like an AR10 upper and put this on there so they can eject the spent round out through that ejection port. But I thought this was interesting. At first I was like, what the heck is this? And then I look, it's clearly the ejector. Remember, extractor is what extracts the spent round out of the chamber. Ejector is what ejects that spent round out of the firearm, right? So basically, yeah, just kind of showing you here that same thing I just explained, difference between ejector, extractor. But that's kind of cool. I didn't know they did this. I guess they probably had to do it in order to get the rounds, the spent rounds, to come out of there. But here's the bolt carrier group again. There's the extractor that I'm talking about, that long kind of hook looking piece on the end of the bolt carrier group. And this is a chunk of steel, man. Like, this thing weighs, it feels like it weighs 65 pounds. It probably weighs, half a pound. But like, this thing is a big chunk of steel. It actions so smoothly. I was so impressed when I first was playing with this. The action on this is so smooth. The machining is great. All in all, super impressed, guys. And again, I would just point out, I bought this with my own money, not affiliated, but $480 from Center Fire Systems. The upper does have some quirks with the lower. I'm going to get into that in some upcoming videos. I did have to do some fitment and some things like that, but pretty impressed with how everything came across, guys. Just wanted to say I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you have a good one.